So we all know that recovery pathway is very personalized. I was in the recovery community for the abstinence-based mentality recovery community for a number of years. And I've utilized things, a lot of yoga and the concept of that spirituality for me. And it's something that has helped me grow. And how much stigma I faced within my community for wanting to go on these meditation retreats and things like that. Sometimes the goal for people is abstinence, but I always talk with people about what is the substance in your life that's causing chaotic use. When I looked around the recovery community and I saw all of us smoking cigarettes and down in coffee like it was our last breath, it changed my mentality, right? Because we're all using some substance of some form to change how we feel, whether it's to wake up, calm your anxiety, whatever, right? And that was kind of this like launching point for where I kind of started to understand and embrace harm reduction, right? Like, oh, that word makes sense. Or harm prevention, right? Sometimes it's harm prevention, right? Like sometimes I need to have a cup of coffee before my kids wake up, right? And not that I'm going to cause them harm, but a mom that's can function. So not everybody's goal, right? Like we highly recommend people to not quit smoking until they're ready. And how many of us have been in long-term recovery, which is classified as like over 5 years, and we still have some of these behaviors, right? Sex, gambling, smoking, not being kind to others, right? There's definitely these things. So we meet people where we're at as far as like a MAT perspective. And the word MAT has a broad spectrum. It's changed multiple times, medication-assisted, medication for addiction. There's all kinds of things. I work in all of these areas, and they're all a bridge to what you're doing. If people know, I have a slide that says people don't care how much you know. They want to know how much you care. And so when you're out and you're engaged in all of these things, I know that there's some tribal opiate response grantees and in here. This is important, is to meet people where they're at, whether it's going to the emergency room to argue with the nurse that I recently had to do about a young lady who was injecting 2 grams of fentanyl a day, and she had severe endocarditis. And the nurse said, I think she's drug seeking. And I said, that girl right there has unlimited access to whatever it is that she wants, and she's hurting and she's dying. You can clearly look at her. And so the only issue that you're going to have as far as drug seeking is finding a medication that's going to help her while she's detoxing. And this hospital, for some reason, not really for some reason, but this hospital really relies on what it is that we do because our clinic is experts in this kind of stuff. And so we get a ton of referrals, and I talk to a lot of people about some things about how to, anyways, that's another presentation.